Shalom. Perfect. All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechach Kodash. We give double honors to the apostles of the great millstone who rule well and teach well, the only one certified to teach 100% truth of the Bible. All right, the pillars of Israel, whether you can receive it or not. I want to give a sincere shalom to the Yakim out there pushing out this word in truth and sincerity, and a sincere shalom to the Akwat out there who are learning all of this in silence. All right, my name is Bayan the Pasha. Lord willing, I'm back in the spirit to edify the elect out there, whoever they may be, across the four corners of the globe. He said, hey man, we almost here. All right, prophecy is jumping off the pages yet again. Like, Trump is out here doing some, man, ICE is out here shooting people. They shot 2 people in Minnesota so far. All right, they went ahead and Iran's ready to go to war with America. Well, they've been ready for about like a week now, but it's just getting worse and worse. Believe it was, is it today? Yesterday, where they blacked out all of Iran, the internet and the electricity, because they were protesting of the economic crash in Iran going on. And the thing is, you can look inside the comments of all the people talking about it, and you know, they're always siding with America. You know, oh man, this wouldn't happen if this was us or whatnot, which is hilarious considering the fact that everybody in America is losing out on so much money. But it's all prophecy, all right. Yeah, let me just get this real quick. This is Habakkuk 2 and 4. Going to actually, I'm gonna start at 1, so I get there's something on here. Yeah, he's still there. I'm gonna get you later. I don't feel like dealing with you right now. Habakkuk 2 and 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon the tables, that he may run that readeth it. Okay, so that watch is being set for that prophets that are supposed to watch everything that's happening and make it plain. Okay, everything that's written in the scriptures say, for these things are written in our aforetime for our learning. So as we learn these things in the scriptures, we see them playing out in real time, you know, and being able to make it plain of this is all happening, thus saith the Lord. All right, this is all meant to go down the way it is, but the scriptures are a guideline for exactly how to make it through all of this. All right. Verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. And this is the time that we're at. Okay, because when they was writing this down, they were like, man, this ain't happening over here, so I'm not understanding. Well, it's happening today. Okay, the prophecy, the day of the Lord is coming and this is the signs of the end of the Lord, the end of the days for the Lord to return. But at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. And, you know, it's always like, it's like watching the clock, you know? You know the time is gonna come, and when you watch, it feels like it takes forever, but you don't get lackadaisical, because that time does approach, you know? What's it called? What's that saying? Time goes by faster when you're having fun. You know, it's a terrifying thing, man, to not be occupied in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. to be caught unaware as a thief, to have the Lord show up as a thief in the night, you know? And that's why this whole title I was meditating on was it's too easy to fall. Salakia. It's too easy to fall because the Lord is the only stability. That was the title that I had. All right. And the main point is that, you know, Apostle Tahar put out the title for the year being sellouts, agents, and like sellouts, agents, and fallouts, I believe. Salakia. Oh. It was I forget it, but in its exact quote, but it was basically the year of fallouts, bugouts, and apostates, sellouts, and agents, you know? And when he said that, first thing I was thinking of is, man, we're gonna see some brothers just fall out. Like some brothers are just gonna fall out of the truth, you know? I remember the camp that week, I was talking to bros and I was like, yeah, I have a feeling like some brothers are just gonna fall out of this thing, and it's gonna be a crazy thing to see, you know? Cause, well, and in this case, Elder Manat Zakba was talking on the brother GMS Pittsburgh, the head brother of that camp, and it hit so hard because that was the very brother. He made a video called "We Lost Our Heritage" like 8 years ago, and that was the first video I watched that brought me into the truth. And I remember being at work, hearing the names of the Lord for the first time, you know, and I was just so happy to, like, that's your name? Oh, man, I finally found you, man. Like, you know, trying to hide tears at work, like. But I remember inside of Elder Manat Zakba's video, Manat Zakba's video, he was saying the brother hasn't even shown up in the camp for like a year now. And that's a scary thing. It's a scary thing. Man, I was meditating on it, I'm like, it's too easy to fall out of this thing. It's far too easy. Hey, I wanted to get this real quick. Matthew 7:13. Enter ye in the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth to life, and few there be that find it. And I was thinking about that, and I'm like, it's too easy to fall away from the Lord. Like, that's what it's talking about. Broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. It's far too easy to go ahead and think about literally anything else other than Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. To get excited about some TV shows, some album. And me, I love watching. I'm a content connoisseur, man. I absorb so much content, it's ridiculous. Like, I'm waiting. There's movies that I still want to see. I have to tell myself, man, I may not see this shit. Tomorrow this shit could happen. Today this shit could happen, man. Just earlier today, there was a helicopter just circling around here over and over and over and over again. I haven't heard anything in the news about like any local reports going on around here. Actually, last night, now that I remember, I did see a bunch of squad cars pull up, and a couple of Centurions were just patrolling the area with their body cams on. And I seen them. I went back to my car to go get something, and they looked at me and just kept walking. I was just like, yo, I don't know what the hell that is, but yeah, like, this shit could pop off at any minute. They were looking for somebody, and they were there for a minute. I had to tell my rib, I'm like, don't come outside. Don't come outside. I don't know what's gonna happen, but like, there could be somebody with a gun out here. There could be a loose animal or whatnot. Who knows? I don't know. But there was like 6 squad cars that popped out, and they kept swinging by or whatnot. But at any given moment, this could pop off. That's why the scripture said, though it tarry, wait for it, because in that day it shall not tarry. At any given time, this whole system of carelessness and this whole system of carelessness can be flipped over, and it's going to be flipped over. That's the whole point of watching this whole thing, man, being aware of what's happening. Because again, before Venezuela got invaded, those ships flew over my house. I wish I would have gotten it on camera, but I was out here sipping coffee with my rib. We were just talking, and we just kept hearing over and over and over and over again. We were like, man, what is that? We look up. Hey, it was those 2 fighter jet planes. And I was like, there's a military base around here where they got them stored? Or, but yeah, they flew right over my house, man. Multiple times. So now every single time that I hear stuff, and again, earlier I'm hearing this helicopter and I'm wondering what it's for. I don't know, I'm gonna find out. But at any given time, there could be distractions or things that take you out in this, man. But these are constant reminders that the Lord is sending, like, hey, don't be focused on this movie. Don't be focused on this TV show. Don't be focused on what social media's got going on, what celebrities doing this or whatnot. It's too easy, man. It's too easy. These are the things that Esau uses to distract us. And he's real good at coming up with stuff that we love to get distracted by. You know? Bruno Mars is supposedly done with his album. And I ain't gonna lie, he ain't never dropped nothing that I didn't like except for that song with Sexy Red. He comes out with music like crazy, and I do deep dives into music, man. So with all this, these are heavy ass distractions. This movies getting delayed and whatnot. Man, fuck it. Hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is coming back, and that's not getting delayed. All right, that's the beautiful part. Okay, let me go ahead, jump down to verse 24. All right. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the wind blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. And that's the point. When you're founded in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, nothing can touch you. Nothing formed against, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Hey, with Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he is going to save you. As long as that's why it says, therefore, whoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them. All right, when you follow in that obedience of the Lord consistently against whatever your flesh is telling you, and that's what really seals the deal. When you constantly tell yourself no and say yes to the Lord, your chances go up. Your chances go up. All right, not to say that, oh, you are the elect or whatnot. Lord willing we be, but the elect are gonna do that more. All right, because that's all who this is for. All right, let me keep going. And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon sand. And the rain descended, And the floods came, and the winds blew, and the beat upon that house, and it fell. And great was the fall of it. Hey, that's why I was thinking. I'm like, man, with all these, this ain't the first brother I've heard that's falling out, man. And you hate to see it. You really do want them to come back and to grow inside of this, and to keep walking this faith regardless of whatever like it hits you. That's why Job 13:15 is my favorite, one of my favorite precepts. That and because I be saying Sirach 2 is also my favorite. It is. These are both my favorite, man. Job 13:15. Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him. But I will maintain my own ways before him. He also shall be my salvation, for an hypocrite shall not come before him. And you can't fake having faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, because it shows whenever you're tested. All right? If you go through whatever and your first thought isn't Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, they're recording your thoughts, man. They're checking what your thought process is whenever you go through something. All right? Whether you get into an argument with your woman, if you're just like, she's just blah, 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 or if it's, that's why I be saying, like, the Lord is showing us his perspective. All right? Because the Lord, he dined us up. He made us look good and whatnot. He gave us everything, and we just served other gods. We let everybody else in for free. You know? That's why the scriptures say that thy wife shall be a harlot in the city. All right? The Lord wants you to feel the pain that you made him feel. So when you go through life and you just got to be able to see, like, damn, Lord, like, I was this rebellious. I was trying to say, like, you be trying to explain something so clear to your rib, and she's just not getting it. She's just stuck in that way. Like, you could continue trying to fight with this, but you got to stop and be like, if the Lord likened Israel to a woman, a comely and delicate woman, and he said, your wife shall be a harlot in the streets, and how we went ahead and went off in the same way, then he is showing me his perspective of what it was like for him to plead with us to just get it right, and we were just stuck in that way of just not getting it right, of just bitching, moaning, complaining, just not willing to listen to wisdom, man. And it's a scary thing. You can fight with it all you want. You can fight with it all you want, but really, when it comes to it, if you're given a warning, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is trying to give us the warning. Just like how you be like trying to talk to your rib and you just like, hey, just listen, just fucking listen. And they just, no, whatever. That's how you treated the Lord. And he's giving you that perspective, man. And now you personally know what it feels like. But that needs to be your thought process. All right? When you pray for patience and you go through traffic and whatnot, that's patience. Oh, but I got to be here and I'm about to be late. Learn patience, okay? You learn how to keep your cool in those moments. And then on top of that, you learn to take better time in the preparation. All right? So you're learning two lessons at once. You don't just sit there and learn, oh, I just got to sit here and be okay. No. Okay. I know how to make this situation go away better. I need to stop hitting the snooze button, even though it feels good to sit in bed and whatnot. No. The Lord is checking the progress of your own thought process. And if it's not likened unto moving wisely, because that's what the elect are going to do. What do you think is going to happen? They're just going to, the whole way through Jacob's trouble? Nah, they're going to be built up and sealed in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. And they're going to have that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's why it says in Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time. Wisdom and knowledge, all right? Knowledge of being able to see what's going on and understanding what it is, and then the wisdom of the proper application of what to do in those situations. That's the stability. And it's going to be in the fear of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. It's going to be the ability to, because they spent all this time learning to listen to the Lord, they're going to recognize his voice in the day of affliction, man. Just leave the way you came. there's a wasp out there. And usually I go out there and just and deal with them and whatnot, but I don't know, today I'm just not feeling it. I'd rather just like let it be, you know. I'll see how I'm feeling later. This one's character is different. Usually they just sit there and whatnot, but this one's tweaking. It's literally flying all over the place. I don't never see him do this, so I'm like, maybe if I leave it alone, it'll find its way. All right. That's why it's so important to be founded in Yahweh Shem Yahushai and to let your own self go. That's why the scriptures say that he must increase, I must decrease. It's not about you. In fact, making it about you has been the problem the whole time, because it wasn't about Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's what it says in Deuteronomy 28:47, because thou did not serve the Lord with joyfulness and gladness in the heart. You know, actually, let me just get it. So, yeah. That's why I always bring it back to this, because it's the main point. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of the heart for the abundance of all things. Therefore thou shalt serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst, and in nakedness, and of want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he hath destroyed thee. And you got to think, man, back in Matthew 7, Deuteronomy 28:47 says, because thou did not serve the Lord thy God with joyfulness and gladness in a heart with the abundance of all things. In Matthew 7:24, therefore whoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man which buildeth his house upon a rock. And then you go to Sirach 2. That's why these scriptures are so important, man. Important, all right? Verse 4, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou hast changed to a lower state. They all go hand in hand. The scriptures are all, that's literally Old Testament, Apocrypha, New Testament, man. Throughout the whole scriptures, it's telling you exactly what you need to be doing. The whole scriptures, the whole Bible is telling you exactly what needs to be done. All right? You fucked up in the beginning because you didn't do this. Hey, in the Apocrypha, this is how you need to get right. Hey, and if you, in the New Testament, if you're doing this, you're on the right track. That's literally all it is. So you got to understand why, what does it say? Matthew 7, it's like, enter ye at, verse 13, enter ye at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. And that's why in Sirach 37, verse 27, my son, prove thy soul in thy life and see what is evil for it, and give not that unto it. All right? So like it says in Matthew 7:13, that wide is the, Salak, this is, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. Well, if it's real easy to fall out and everything, well, what do? In Sirach 37:27, my son, prove thy soul in thy life and see what is evil for it. Whatever you're doing in this life, man, you gotta really look at it and like stop. See, this new generation has a problem with normalizing shit, and they normalize wicked shit all the time. That's what they do, is they find something that isn't normal, they want it to be normal, but it's wicked. Or it's unhealthy. It's wicked or it's unhealthy. It's one of the two. All right? And they always try to normalize it. But the scriptures literally tell you to see the evil in it, man. See how it can take you away from this ministry. See how it can let you, oh, how is this small thing going to mess me up? Well, over time. All right? It's an overtime thing. That's why, what's it called? Yeah, back when Obama was president and whatnot, and he legalized gay marriage and whatnot, people were saying, yo, this is a slippery slope. And what happened? You let this one thing happen. Oh, you just let this, what's the harm in it? And it just, well, now we got transformers out here in the bathrooms of other women and whatnot. Bro just sent me a video of this one dude. Like, these are broken men. Broken men that are attacking women left, right, and center, believing that they can be a woman. And then you got these broken women that are out here trying to infect the youth, you know, trying to spread their disease onto them, man. And scriptures talk about that. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, or nor the wickedness of a woman. Let me get that. There it is. Sirach 25:13. Give me any plague but a plague of the heart. Which, again, that heart is going into the Hebrew word lab for the mind, the inner man, the consciousness. All right? And any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. All right? Now you go to these transformers and whatnot, and I love this argument. It's the funniest argument ever. They always say, find some transformer that's going live or whatnot, and if they got a pet, ask what gender it is. It destroys their entire argument in seconds. And you watch them like, oh, it's a boy cat. Oh, it's a girl cat. How do you know? What? You just watch them like get destroyed over their own stupidity, man. They get destroyed over their own lack of foundation. All right? Because it's just vain visions that they have. It's the wine of the world that Esau has put out there in order to confuse everybody. That's why having this proper understanding through the scriptures is the only thing that is sanity. Everybody else that's out here that's creating whatever they want in this, it's all going to fall away. All right? If it's not founded in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, just like I read in Matthew 7, whoever heareth these sayings and doeth them, I will liken him. Therefore, whoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock. Every last one of these are arguments. And again, the point being how easy it is to fall away from the Lord. Everything else the Lord is meant to make everything else fall. So in order to make everything else fall, that has to be the stable thing. All right? Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is the thing to provide stability. All right? Salah. But yeah, if Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is what's there to provide stability, and he's coming to put an end to all things, why are you gonna, that's why it says, I don't know why. For the life of me, I can't. Yeah, Matthew 10, verse 39. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. I know I'd be repeating these precepts a lot, but like bro said, it's the same precepts, but different articles, man. These are the things that matter, and there's so many examples to show you why they matter. When you see brothers fall out, when you see prophecy jump off the pages, when you see who the wicked is being revealed in what was that, 2 Thessalonians? When you see everything about the scriptures manifest in real life, it shows you why it needed to stand in the first place. It was the only stable thing. Everything else is going to fall away because it's not this. It had to go away. This is the only thing that was meant to have any bit of stability in this time, because it was the only thing founded in truth, which is Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And if it ain't founded in it, it's going to fall away. We see it time and time again with brothers that fall out, with people that come and doubting the doctrine and whatnot, but yet they can't prove it wrong. Their feelings are all focused on, oh, I don't like how it feels. It doesn't matter how you feel about it. It's never been about you. It's never been about you. It's been about how you fell away from the Lord, but it's never been about you. All right? You pissed off the Lord. That's why we're going through all this. All right? It's not, oh, somebody stole my shit. Now I got, that's Esau's story. You don't want that story where he's like, oh, my birthright was taken from you. You sold your birthright. You didn't want it. All right? That's the difference. This whole ministry, everything about it, should be the forefront of your mind. As soon as you wake up, if you're not the water Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, just for waking up, you're likely to fall out. And it's meant to be difficult, because your flesh is not in tune with your spirit. Not yet, at least. That's why the scriptures say, let me get it. So is it that one? Jeremiah 31. We're not at this part yet. Okay? Yeah. Jeremiah 31 and 31. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was a husband unto them, saith the Lord. Yet again, that's why I be saying that relationship with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is likened unto a man and a woman, all right? Because the scriptures tell you that in Jeremiah 6 and 2, I believe, it says, I've likened Israel to a comely and delicate woman. Just like it says here. I think it's that scripture. Let me double check. Let me just double check. Jeremiah 6 and 2. Yeah, I've likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. Perfect. The water Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It's yeah, which my covenant they break, although I was a husband unto them, saith the Lord. So it's like we broke the vow, man. We had our part to play, and the Lord had his part, and he kept his end of the deal, but we went off. Yeah, we went off, man. Hey, verse 33, this was the point that I wanted to make. But this shall be the covenant, that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, and those days are going into the days that we're starting to live in now, which is the day of the Lord, all right, when he returns, okay? Wars that are happening, World War III, all right, martial law going into a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, the mark of the beast being implemented. These are the days, man. This is when the end of times is coming, all right? But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, saith the Lord, that I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and will be their God, and they shall be my people. We're not there yet, unfortunately. That's why it's so difficult. Again, it's meant to be difficult. Your flesh is meant to go against you. Where is it? Yeah, it tells you that in the Boom, perfect. Matthew 26:41. Watch and pray that ye enter not into the temptation, that the spirit is indeed willing, but the flesh is weak. Hey, these are the temptations. Like it says in Matthew 7:13, that wide is the gate and the road to destruction. All right, roughly paraphrasing. That area is too easy to go off of, man. Oh, not this, not. It's that exact thought process. It goes that deep. It's that exact thought process. That it wasn't. Did not that serpent in the garden come with that same energy? Why would that energy not be the thing to pull us away from the Lord again, man? No. Hey, that's why it's so important to really to be sealed in your mind of like, nah, I don't want to have that feeling of, like you're not trying to be over righteous, but at the same time, you want to put your best effort forth of like, hey, I'm not trying to like, what do I lose if I sacrifice this thing that's going to destroy me? you lose out on destruction, Lord willing. All right, that's the answer. Okay, this is where is it? John 6:63. It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. Okay? So everything that we're dealing with, everything that the Lord is choosing to deal with, to give us to be able to deal with, every lesson that we're learning, every hard thing that we deal with, that's why it says in Surah 2, take cheerfully when thou art changed to a lower state, because thou did not service the Lord with joyfulness and gladness in the heart. Because we weren't okay with sacrifice for the flesh. Because we wanted to revel in the flesh. Oh, the Lord's not giving us things to appease our flesh. He's giving things to appease our spirit, man. That's that foundation. That's what's going to get us out of here. Not being within, not trying to find anything, not trying to find joy in dealing with the flesh or whatnot, you know? And it doesn't always have to be a big thing, all right? Just by saying that doesn't mean like, oh, trying to make like adultery okay or smoking okay or eating pork okay. It's not, we're not talking about stuff like that. We're talking about even on the low stuff, you know? You know? Don't sit around doing this all the time. That's appeasing your flesh. Don't be sitting around watching TV all the damn time. Don't be making music all the time. This is that time to be watching, man. This is that time to pay attention to everything that is happening and just make sure that you're ready for it. Just to occupy within the spirit, man. Occupy within Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That's the only way out. If you're looking to have fun, understand, bro. You're going to have fun forever. So why try to like have as much fun here now? You're going to have perfect fun. Meaningful fun. Not just like, oh, we kind of did this, you know. No, like the stuff that we're going to do in the kingdom is literally going to be unimaginable to us, man. Like, it's a different level. It's going to be a different level. That's why it's so crazy to me when I hear, like, because when I came into this, talking to the brothers at GMS Orlando camp, you tell me, brothers fell out because of lineups? Brothers fell out because they weren't allowed to get lineups? Like, what? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's a broad. Hey, wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, man. It is too easy to fall from the Lord, because the Lord is the only foundation. And you're really showing the Lord what's more important. That's all you're doing. It's too easy to fall because the Lord is the only stability, man. All right. Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect out there, whoever they may be, man. Okay. Let go of these earthly desires, man. Hey, no, let me get this real quick. Philippians 3, verse 19. Love this one too. Verse 18. For many, I'm going to start at 17. Brethren, be followers together of me, and mark them which walk, so you have us for an ensample. For many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you even weeping, that they are enemies of the cross of Hamashiach, whose end is destruction, whose God is their belly, whose glory is in their shame, who mind earthly things. Hey. Romans 8, verse 6, for to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please God. But ye are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit. If so be that the Spirit of God dwell in you. Now, if any man have not the Spirit of Hamashiach, he is none of his. That is the point, man. You cannot be in this and trying to find a way to get what you want out of this. It don't work like that. You were called to be a servant. Women, you were called to be servants to your Lord, the man. And the man was called to be a servant to our Lord, Yahweh Shai. Now, you still serving Yahweh Shai. For the woman, you're still serving Yahweh Shai through your man, because he's going to teach you how to serve Yahweh Shai. Okay? And then he's just going to show you how he wants his house ruled. Now, if he shows you anything that is outside of what we're supposed to be doing, then and only then are you right to go against that. But it's the same thing if Yahweh Shai was telling us something that was off. Yahweh will go, nah, bro. That is hell nah. That's the thing, man. We're not trying to appease the flesh in any way. That's why I read that in John 6 and 63. Yeah. It is the spirit that quickeneth, that the flesh profiteth nothing. And this is Yahushua speaking. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. Okay? So down the chain of command is just, Lord willing, when it gets to us, we're still in the spirit of ruling our households and casting out all these things that are designed to trip us up in these end times, man. It's too easy. It's too easy to just, you be scrolling on TikTok or whatnot and you see them thirst traps. It's too easy to go ahead and just to go ahead and watch porn, man. It's too easy to even have like for women to have like vibrators and whatnot. Nah, that's too easy. Your glory shouldn't come from pleasing yourself in that. It's supposed to come from serving your man. All right. It's not no. Why would you want to have something where you don't need a man in order to please yourself? It's more fulfilling when it's with your man, isn't it? That's just Esau trying to give you more stuff of like, no, you good. No, get this motherfucker out of here, bro. Get him out of here. That's, it seems like such a small thing. It seems like such a small thing, and that's the point. It's, when you plant that seed of doubt, it grows the more that you feed it. So it's oh, let me just put that there. Oh, they ain't gonna. There's a seed. Like, who gonna see it? Like, if you just throw a seed onto the ground, who's gonna see it? The rain's still gonna come. Oh, it took to the soil. It got planted. Cool. Now it's growing, and now that it's growing, it's now it's established. It's rooted. Now it's become an actual thing. Now it's a much bigger problem. You know. When you nip it off at the bud, it doesn't even get to that, man. But the problem is Esau Edom is that long disease, man. That Sirach 10 talks about. Sirach 10 and 10. The physician cutteth off a long disease, and he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die. And that's going into Esau Edom, okay, and Yahushua cutting him off. He's that long disease, man. And the scriptures tell you that death is better than continued sickness. Okay? It is better to just cut this devil off, man. Because every time we try to work with him, it just has continued to destroy. It's continued to make our people more dead in the mind. Spiritually dead. You know? Not having any wisdom or anything. Look at our people, man. Look at our people everywhere you go. We can do a whole lot of beautiful things, but there's nothing founded in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. But you see that's where the scriptures say they have zeal, but not according to knowledge. They don't know Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And even when they do come to know him, because of everything else that they have glorified in, the Lord is telling them, throw that away. And because they couldn't have this cut off at the beginning, now, because of how much of it's grown and how comfortable they've become, that's why it's so impossible for them to even accept the Lord. You know, that's why he's got to get cut off completely, and it's gonna be more painful at this point, man. When you deal with things at the beginning, it doesn't grow to its greatest form. All right. Damn. Damn. I ain't gonna say that. But when you, like, if anybody's done gardening or even landscaping, you know for a fact that when you start seeing bugs and critters or whatnot that you don't want there, or if you see weeds and whatnot, you know, hey, pull out this one, and then we're gonna come in with this. We're gonna wash this out here. We're gonna dig it up, get anything else out, then put the right stuff in there, and spray this thing over here that's meant to keep this area clean from stuff like this. You rip it out then, because if not, it starts choking out everything that's around it. Everything that's around it. All right? The weed starts taking hold over the plant. That's the pure thing. That weed corrupts everything else, and it chokes the life out of it. And then the plant is submissive to that weed. But you got to cut that off all at the beginning, so it can't even get to that stuff. But that's where we are at with our own people, man. These things have just taken over so much that you look at the so-called Negroes, Latinos, West Indians, Native Americans, and Indians, Negroes, Latinos, West Indians, Native, Slovakia. I know I got the list. I don't know why I'm forgetting. So Negroes, Latinos, West Indians, and Haitians. I'm forgetting one of them. But either way, you look at our people, and because of the wines of the world, the philosophies that Esau Edom has put out there, it has completely destroyed our people. But you look at the men of GMS, those that are sincerely looking to come back to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, look at how much better we're moving just within these parameters. Sincerely, daily, like constantly trying to make a move for it, man. It's staying rooted in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. It's sanity. It's clarity. It's wisdom. It's knowledge. It's understanding. It's the right energy that we were always meant to be in the first place, man. So when you look at everything else that we've been a part of, everything that we used to be and whatnot, we look back at it and it's not just like, oh yeah, I've grown a lot. It's no. I realized how much I did sin. I realized how wrong I was. I realized I was only thinking about myself and I wasn't putting the Lord first. Now that I'm putting the Lord first, look at how he's dealing with me now. Look at how, situations are going to be crazy, man. And when you serve the Lord, he's going to test you. Man. He's going to put you through things, and he's going to see what are you thinking in those moments. Is it what you want or what he wants? I just want to do that. Okay. Again, that's literally how the Lord moves, man. The Lord got no problem just putting you through the same thing over and over and over until you get it. And if he does have a problem, he'll just take you out, man. And we're seeing that it's happening. It's getting closer and closer and closer. And the doors of mercy are getting shut. Probably got like that much time left. It's right around the corner. It is right around the corner, man. I think that's all I have. Hey, just cast off that pride, man. It ain't gonna do you no good. But Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect out there, whoever they may be. All right. My name is Bayon Napasha. Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect out there, whoever they may be. Shalom Yisrael.